Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, after the deliberation at the High Court on a case that was filed by Rigathi Gachagwa about a dispute on his impeachment, Gachagwa yesterday in the evening came to a press conference and issued a statement. Number one, Gachagwa has shown interest to challenge the court ruling in the Court of Appeal. Number two, Gachagwa has conceded something to do with the 2027 general election. In my thinking, when I listen to Rigathi Gachagwa, I see a bombshell delivered to President Ruto, that if he thought it is going to be easy for him in 2027, then a statement that Gachagwa issued reveals something that sends President Ruto back to the drawing board. Gachagwa has talked about the needed unity in the opposition, and when you listen to him carefully, he is preparing his supporters. He's preparing their mind. He's preparing their emotions for what he intended to do. And this makes me to believe that the case that Gachagwa took to the court, he did not actually necessarily expect to win anything from that court. Instead, Gachagwa just wanted to maintain the momentum of his followers going forward. He needed their confidence. He needed to maintain a momentum. Then from there, he needed to do a transition ahead of the general election. So Gachagwa has addressed Ruto directly. He has addressed his supporters, and he is addressing the united opposition leaders at large, including President Uhuru Kenyatta. And so, I want to listen to him carefully. At the end of this video, you will understand where Gachagwa is heading to.
And I want to tell William Ruto and his supporters, it is I, Rigathi Gachagwa, who mobilized 4 million votes to make him president. I will mobilize 10 million voters to take him home. And I also want to confirm to him and his supporters, much as they despise me, I made him president with my supporters. I and my supporters can make another Kenyan president. That they must know. And they must stop having entitlement. The fact that I and my supporters supported him then gives me no obligation to feel ashamed that we shall not vote for him. I want to confirm that if I'm not the flag bearer, I and my supporters will support another Kenyan. And I am committed. And I will do whatever it takes with my colleagues to make sure there is no division within the opposition, to make sure that everybody moves along, to persuade all my supporters to move along with me, that in case it is not me, I'll persuade all my supporters. All my supporters, including President Uhuru Kenyatta, who is my supporter, that all of us from our support base will put our vote in one basket in favor of the agreed presidential candidate, be it Rigathi Gachagwa, be it Kalonzo Musyoka, be it Fred Matiangi, be it George Natebea, be it Eugene Wamalwa, be it Edwin Sifuna, be it Martha Karua, it does not matter. Once we agree, and we shall agree, and I can tell you the commitment is total, we shall move on.
Now, I want us to continue with our panel and discussion, but before we do that, I have a quick and humble request for those who are watching the channel and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to our discussion. When you listen to Rigathi Gachagua carefully, he has changed everything, and he's talking about me and my supporters. I and my supporters. So, he's talking more of his supporters. And therefore, he is not just coming alone as an individual, he is coming with the people. The communication here is that I have people behind me. There is something I'm concluding here. In the whole statement, Gachagua is conceding the issue of winning the case in the court and vying for the president. He has conceded. When he goes on to say that I and my supporters can make another Kenyan president, he's conceding. That it is not necessarily that he will be on ballot to vie for the president or to challenge President Ruto. He can make another person president. He can pull another Kibaki Tosha. You remember Raila Odinga? Raila pulled a Kibaki Tosha. It just happened. So, Gachagua is warning Ruto. The same way Raila Odinga said Kibaki Tosha. I, Rigathi Gachagua, can as well say someone else Tosha. If it is Kalonzo, if it is Fred Matiangi, if it is Edwin Sifuna, whoever. And that one is dangerous for President Ruto. He has addressed the president. I want to tell Ruto and his supporters, it is me who mobilized 4 million votes to make him president. So he's promising that he will mobilize now 10 million votes to take him home. Not 4. And indeed, Mount Kenya gave that 4 million. So this 4 million, he's taking it elsewhere. And he wants to win the confidence so that they add on top of that for another 6 million to make it 10. Ruto home straight. So Gachagua has confirmed he will not be on the ballot. He has looked at this matter. The case is going to proceed in the court. But he is not really anticipating too much from that case. So I conclude that this video is targeting 2 people. William Ruto and his supporters, then Rigathi Gachagua's supporters. He has prepared their minds that I can make another person president, me and my supporters. So they prepare their mind that Gachagua might not be on the ballot, but he might support another person. This is meant to preempt those who are saying that the person who is coming with the DCP will not be on the ballot. So where is he directing us to? Kuna wale wame argue like that. He cannot buy. Where is he taking the people to? He can support another person. That's why he goes on to say that if I am not the flag bearer and my supporters, I and my supporters will support another Kenyan. So it is meant to prepare the people of Mount Kenya where 4 million votes is coming from. Tunaweza unga mwengine mkono mimi na wenzangu. Gachagwa has assured, and indeed there's a role he can play when he's not a presidential candidate, to ensure that there is no division in the opposition. Ndio maana anasema I and my supporters will make sure that there is no division in the opposition. So he has a role to play. Because he will not be vying, at least he will have a way of bringing these opposition leaders together. Because his name might not appear on the ballot. He ends up telling his supporters, in case it is not me, I will pursue my supporters, including President Uhuru Kenyatta, to rally behind the other candidate. If Gachagwa was on the ballot, competing with President William Ruto, I'm still convinced that Ruto can win against Gachagwa, because 2027 is not really ready for Gachagwa. He failed in one way or another. People still remember that when he was the deputy president, what he was able to do. He really messed up. Ruto really used him badly to portray a real image of Gachagua. So he has a process. If it is another person who comes in with his constituency, like for example, Kalonzo, who comes with a 2 million sure votes from Ukambani, uongeza hizo 4 million za Wakikuyu, alafu utafute huko kwengine kwenye kutakuwa na combination ya watu wengine, then Gachagua pulls a Kalonzo Tosha, Ruto can find it hard. And that's why I'm telling you, this is just a bombshell for William Ruto. Gachagua has a role and a key role to play in the opposition to make sure that he's uniting this opposition, then pull a somebody Tosha in the opposition.